Yeah, me and Ryan have had those conversations with him many times, with him and Asa. And I've been out there with his crew many times, for a few days working with each one of their producers to look out for. The problem is, if we walk away from them, it's going down. So it's really them realizing that this stuff's important, making their guys make it important too. But no, we had a good point, Christine. We have brought that up. Brian, have you been working with Asa too as well, or have you strictly been working with Nick?
I've been communicating with both a little bit. Asa's pretty much runs their excavation and tear out crew, so
Okay.
he's always the one leading that crew around. I ran into him yesterday, and like I said, he wasn't aware of one of the jobs on Ford Boulevard, so I made him aware. Like, this is on your guys' schedule. You're here. You're tearing out these two. You should tear this one out.
I don't know if I don't know if I've talked to you about him in the beginning of the season and in June. There's been a lot of jobs he's been at to where adjacent property has been damaged, or he's excavating and jobs have been getting chipped. So just that he does tend to do that a lot. So just be aware of that and make sure we're going to him if we have any issues, and we're staying on top of him as well. So.
Okay.
And then I'm going to call you guys later. Ryan wants to have some meetings on site with subs. Just think about it today. To bring it when we go to these subs and kind of talk to them about the issues me and Ryan have been having with them. We'd like to get your input on the issues you guys have been having with them, so we can bring it up with them when we meet them on site in these meetings. So just think about it. I'll give you a few hours around lunchtime. I'll give you guys calls. Maybe have a list going as something pops in your head to write that down, so I can get that documented when we go to these crews and talk to them. Does that make sense? Christine's raising her hand again.
This is a little off topic, but I just thought that the last time incentives, you guys mentioned to bring them into the office and go through. They won't get their checks until we get a chance to sit down with them and talk through it and show them this is like the dollar value that you missed out on because you backfilled, stuff like that. So are we still trying to do that this month? H1 check. H1.
I forgot about that, but no. But thank you for bringing that up. I can do that. I did it.
I did put it in the email when I sent the incentives out, asking if you guys wanted me to set something up. But yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing that up. Well, I'll get with Jim on incentives.
Maybe if you give the present site, there's something you can do there to take time.
Thank you for that, Christina. I completely forgot. We will do that. And then just if you could, Marge, say that again on the next time. I know I missed it this time, but just put a note in there the next time too.
Okay, yeah, no, my original email when I sent it out, I did ask about if you guys wanted me to set something up still, but I'll do it again next time as well. Quick question on that too. When it comes to like the routine jobs, I've been noticing like a lot of like after the fact things are closed. The scouters have been putting in like AWR for soft surface on the side of approaches and stuff like that. After a job's completed, like it's too late to go back to DTE and be like, hey, we need soft surface here, unless it's like blatantly obvious, like a whole area. For our contractors like Nick Jacoboni, Frank, like I always thought Frank was supposed to be touching up his side of like approaches and stuff like that himself, but it seems like that's not being done. Am I like misinformed like on that, or?
So what are you guys seeing out in the field? He's going back and he's back. This is what I've been seeing. He's going back and he's backfilling with topsoil and he's seeding a little bit. I'm talking to Frank right now. Is there more damage on the outside of that you've been seeing, Marge, or are you saying he's just not going back at all?
I've just been seeing a lot of like AWR requests for like touching up the soft surface where you could tell they haven't even like really backfilled or seeded at all. Like on the side of approaches especially, it seems to be a lot of the issues, or along the side of like the driveways where we didn't necessarily have the soft surface. So it's like on the side of like what he excavated. it doesn't seem like there's any touch up at all.
Is that on Frank or Nick Jacoboni's?
Both of them. I've been seeing AWRs
Okay,
come in like after the job's closed up. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Hey Nick, sorry to interrupt here. I got something I need to ask. On this this compactor, why are we going with the more narrow one?
Who said they needed the more narrow one?
Well, for another $100, you can get a less narrow one. That would be more universal for asphalt in the future. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I get for this one job, but I want something that we can use for forever.
Yeah, I would get a heavier duty one that one or two guys can handle. We've got a small,
I'm gonna go one size up. All right, sorry to interrupt. I just have to get this figured out. So.
Oh, you're good. So I guess to Christine's point though on this, if you're seeing that on the 24-hour audit or even on a 7-day audit, they have to let those approaches sit for 7 days. So even if you're seeing that on the 7-day audit, typically that just means they haven't been back there because they got to let that cure for 7 days. And Frank does allow that 7 days on those approaches. So in my experience with Frank in the past, he does get back and he does backfill properly with seed. Yeah. So and then we haven't been getting any complaints for his backfilling though. So I just think when you said approaches, Marge, I just think we gotta be aware that we gotta let that set for 7 days before we are going back and
Oh yeah, no, I've just noticed like usually on the 7-day audit they'll be like needs soft surface, and then I've been kind of pulling up like pending AWRs like and noticing like there's a bunch like of jobs that like are completely closed out, and then there's an AWR for touch up around there, and I just wanted to bring it up to see if like that's something like I need to be aware of, or like maybe pre-scouting. But if they're going back after that, that's fine. I just wanted to ask and bring it up since we were all talking about that.
Can you email me? Do you think you could find 4 or 5 examples of that and then email me the addresses with pictures so I can take a look at it?
Yeah, no, I could do that.
It has to be a pretty significant amount of damage for us to do the soft surface. If it's within about 2 feet on either side of where we were working, that's probably not going to be approved. But if you guys find stuff that is more than 2 feet, then that's what, or like a totally different area aside from the hard surface, then yeah, I definitely would continue to send those over. And if you're ever not sure, just send it anyway, and we'll decide if it's something that you would approve it.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that? What she said? Within 2 feet. Yeah. All right, very good. And then on these JHAs, these guys are still random on these JHAs. So let's make sure every time we see a crew, we're asking for the JHA, we're signing it, and then we're asking if they've sent it in for the day. They've been random on it. They haven't been consistent with it. Ryan had an example the other day where he had DTE on site, Tim Fuller, and they didn't have a JHA available. I know it seems like a minor thing, but you know, little things go a long way with our customers, especially when we're talking about safety. So he probably, if I was a betting man, I would say Tim's probably never been given one of those on the job sites he's been at. And it might just give us some brownie points and let them know that we are taking it seriously.
The next time we're going to meet with a DTE supervisor, maybe we can like, if we know we're going to meet with them especially, like go out of your way to make sure that you're filming. That's a good idea.
And then another thing, guys, when we're doing these pre-walks with DTE, and a lot of these pre-walks are in bad areas, make sure you guys are having JHAs on you too. I mean, you guys are walking these streets. There is trip hazards. There's some safety hazards when you guys are walking some of these streets. So let's make sure we get some hard copies of, or you guys can even save it on your laptop and fill it out there. But just do a quick 5-minute JHA with the DTE people and document that and make sure you're sending that back to us as well, so we can put that on risk registries and things like that. And at the end, you could kind of curtail it at the end of the walk too, and signing that to make sure, if there was any incidents, if somebody tripped or dogs were out there, if you had a homeowner incident, we can document that at the end of the walk too, if something happened in between. So let's try to implement that going forward and fill out these GHAs whenever we're doing something with DTE. Does that make sense? Danny and Andrew.
Hey, Manny and Andrew, since you guys are starting to get to know the DTE pre-walkers and take over a lot of that from Brian, if there's an opportunity where you can take them out to lunch or breakfast or just like do something that's kind of offline and treat them to build your relationship, just please let me know. We'll pay for it. Getting in good with those guys will just make your life so much easier. I'm sure Brett and Brian can attest to that. So just let us know if there's anything we can do on that end.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You good?
Did you guys hear me about those GHAs too? You guys didn't respond.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. Do you guys have the capacity to download that and save it on your iPads? It's probably easier for you to do it that way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I think I have a couple printed out too.
Okay, whatever's easy for you guys, but let's just make sure we're doing that. And another thing, if you guys are aware of issues at certain houses that the crews might need to know about, like if there's dogs by a meter patch, or if there's something that a homeowner brings up. I know you guys usually document that in the notes, but we could start documenting that on JHAs and sending that into the risk register too. So that's all I got for today, guys. We'll start off with the round table. Ryan, do you have anything? Ryan Ellis, are you busy? Okay, Ryan's at Cougar.
Is that for me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't use concrete, it's your own asphalt. Have a good day.
That was actually a pretty good dad joke. Brian, do you got anything?
No, I'm all good. If you just want to send me a list for Nick Giacoboni today, or I can reach out to him myself and see what he's working through.
All right, very good.
I'm gonna double back to some of the jobs yesterday that weren't done yet, that were torn out, and see if they're finished now. Check that out, the quality, and then try and close them out.
At this point, Brian, are you just closing for Nick Giacoboni?
If I'm stopping at one of his jobs and they're already poured and it's barricaded and everything's done, then yeah, I am. Just especially some of these ones that are past due. I'm just trying to get them completed in Megamax as soon as I can.
Alexandria.
I'm good, thanks.
You're not coming into work today, are you?
No, I'm working from home.
Okay.
Andrew.
No, I'm good.
Christine. Okay, we're gonna come back to Christine. Dylan.
I'm good.
Christine.
Do we, not for this call, but do you guys want to regroup a little bit later, maybe till 11 o'clock, to talk about the stuff that's due on the 18th? I think that's Monday. Or does everything seem to be on track?
No, I gotta go through that, but we can do that.
Okay.
Probably do that after this. Dana.
I'm good, thank you.
How do you say your last name?
Beejin.
Kyle Quinto, I think you're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Take offense that you're on this call. You're on vacation.
I think he's also doing the trip.
I am currently working on that, yes.
Very good. Mike Moore.
I'm great.
Okay, very good. Did you did you get those checks down there yet? Just text me when you get there.
Yeah, I'm about 15 minutes away.
Okay. Do you know who Martin is or Jerry?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Just
Hey, Brett.
Still want me to leave them on your desk?
No, Brett, are you at Hilger?
Yep.
Can you give those to Brett? He's got a couple iPads. Brett, just keep them safe, please. One's for Martin and one's for Jerry. Can you get those to them, please, when you see them?
Yep. Certainly.
All right, thank you, guys. That's all I got for today. Again, just be safe out there. Make sure we're watching those crews when they're driving around. Make sure their loads are secure and they're not doing anything stupid while moving stuff around. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
All done. Did you fart? It smells like you farted. It smells like filth. Don't you dare. How dare you?
Oh, what'd it say about 11 o'clock?
What about 11 o'clock? That wasn't for us.
Exit left.
That was
Then keep
for
left.
That was for Dick.
Nick.
Use the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-75
Oh, about
north.
Brett, the iPad.
Yeah, we gotta drop. I got 2 extra iPads in the back. I gotta give to Brett.
Keep left.
Yep, so we're good.
So good. Are you good?
Yeah.
Fill it with gas over there.
In 1.6 miles, take
the
exit
log
51 beyond Fisher
Yep.
Freeway toward Gratiot Ave.
Then we'll figure out what's next.
Okay. Oh, 11 o'clock for that Nick Jacoboni.
What else? We don't have to be in it.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
Nick.
our boss.
Yes. Not for us.
Nope.
Use the left 2 lanes to take exit 51 beyond Fisher Freeway toward Gratiot Ave. Continue. At the light, use the right lane to take a slight left turn onto Gratiot Avenue. Take a slight left turn, then turn right onto East Verner Highway.
It's white gold.
I believe it's silver. It's silver. See? Silver. Silver. Oh. Got it?
Yep.
At the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn onto East Verner Highway. Turn right. In 2.6 miles, turn right onto McClellan Street. In 2.5 miles, turn right onto St. Jean Street. At the next light, turn right.
Don't you dare. How dare you?
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Edley Street.
It's over. Yeah.
Turn left. Then the destination is on your right. Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.